Albert Einstein said, "Only a life lived for others is a life worth living." Hello, you're welcome to Who Cares Moments with Biola. I am Abiola. On Who Cares Moments, we share true life stories of everyday people like you and I, and encourage you to be your brother's keeper. Today's edition focuses on the impact of the Ukraine-Russian conflict on Nigerian students in Ukraine and the plea for help.
We are making these videos to solicit for help and to call on the NGOs, non-governmental organizations all over the world, to call on the government or medical councils, to call on good Samaritans to help us so that we can continue our studies here in Europe, and scholarship should be offered to us. Please kindly help us. Thank you so much.
The Russian-Ukraine war has many damaging effects around the globe. The conflict, which has killed thousands and displaced many, has impacted the lives of Nigerian students caught in the war. More than 20% of Ukraine's foreign students are from Africa, with most coming from Morocco, Egypt and Nigeria. Though more than 2,000 Nigerians have been evacuated back to Nigeria, some others fled to Ukraine's neighboring countries and other parts of Europe. Sadly, those in Kherson, southern Ukraine, are still stranded, but Nigeria's government says it is working relentlessly to help them get out. Russia also has promised to assist with the evacuation, and they also offer admission to Nigerians willing to continue their education in Russia. The Nigerian students evacuated back to Nigeria had mixed feelings of gratitude to God for life and to the federal government, but also sad to be back home to the same situation they fled from, better life.
Four. There are four. Yes.
The president of the Nigerian Students' Union Sumi Ukraine, Moses Damilola, takes us on a journey of how the whole thing started, the traumatic experience, how they coped, and how they were evacuated.
The story started on February 24th. That was on Thursday, sorry. Then the next day, it was more of like, okay, just try and hide. I mean, that was when we really got the fear. That was when we really got very scared, because we would hear sirens and we have to go to bunkers, and it was really like crazy. Those whole period, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we joined our local church online, but it was crazy because some people were joining from the bunkers, and I think immediately after we finished church, there was like a siren, and that was basically how we were living. So there wasn't even much time to make a lot of communications. People were trying to call here and there. So I think on Sunday, that was when I started interacting with the government. That was when the reach out started. And there were a whole lot of options. There were, okay, not a whole lot, but there were options on table. There was the Russian commission reaching out to me. There was the Ukrainian commission that I was talking to. And well, at first, okay, there seemed to be a glimpse of hope. But mainly at the end of everything, we get this answer that stay put, stay calm, stay put, stay calm, and nothing seems to be happening.
The Director, Council and Legal Service, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Bolaji Akiremi, said the government is committed to ensure the students beyond being evacuated settle in and complete their education through collaboration with other countries in Europe. This he said to the evacuees when they arrived at the airport.
Many of them are concerned. Before they got the visa to go on that training, it wasn't easy. I, being in charge of consular, I know that. Now to have gone through those challenges, and now suddenly your academic course is cut short. while we thank God for their life, we also must reassure them that all hope is not lost. And more so, countries nearby, even far away in the Caribbean, you'll be shocked that they are making offers that no, we know what these people have gone. So we need to tell them that they are not alone in this struggle. We need to assure their parents also.
The evacuation of the African students was made unpleasant by the racial discrimination they faced when fleeing Ukraine. Some Nigerian students, rather than return to Nigerian government's offer, prefer to flee to other parts of Europe. Most of the students have faced untold hardship in their quest for a better life rather than return to the uncertainties and issues responsible for their living in Nigeria. Some of the students share their traumatic experience from before evacuation to life of financial hardship and uncertainty after evacuation. In an exclusive interview over the phone with Beulah Internet Radio, they share their horrid experience. The Vice President of Nigerian Students Union, Tolu, a fifth-year medical student, one of those that fled to Ukraine's neighboring country, share her traumatic experience and the dilemma in finding another school or settling with Ukraine's school offer of online classes hampered by the war.
Like, we were affected by the war situation between Ukraine and Russia, and it really put a toll on us and put a traumatic effect on us because we were stranded in Sumi for almost 2 weeks. So we were stranded because Sumi shares border with Russia and we didn't have a way out, and then the railways were destroyed according to what the school said, and so the train wasn't working from Sumi to other cities in order for us to cross over to the border, and we had to be going underground, staying in bunkers for almost a day, for days continually. We have to spend the night in the cold. It was around 3 degrees. It was snowing every day and everything like that. So, but we stuck together because there were over 1,500 foreign students talking to me. It was really a tough thing, but eventually I made it through. I spent 2 days just to leave my city and cross over to the border. Spent 19 hours on train, which I suffered serious racism from Ukrainians. We were treated like outcasts, and meanwhile it was their fault. Like, it's their country. We don't have anything to do with the war, so it was looking more as if we're the ones that caused the war. That was how we were being treated on our way. And when we got to Hungary, so many NGOs helped us out and everything. Nigerian embassy helped us to a point, but after the last evacuation flight, they abandoned us and left us to sort out things on our own. Basically, I am currently in Hungary and I refuse to go back home because I am a 5th year medical student and I have like just about less than 2 years to finish. So I didn't want to go back home because we all know how the situation back in Nigeria is, and I was looking for a way to just transfer to other schools and see how I can just complete my medical school and medical career instead of starting over again in Nigeria. And I'm just currently still in Hungary looking for opportunities and everything, and it's not, I won't lie to you, coming from Ukraine, it's quite expensive because I had to leave my things behind, my clothes, my everything. I could only escape with what I was able to escape with. So starting afresh here has been quite difficult financially, but NGOs have been supporting us, but it's still not the same thing because we are so many, we are large, there's a large crowd, and obviously it's not everyone that can be covered completely to meet the right amount, the specific amount they need. But we've been trying little by little to get balance, and would love it if government and other organizations can help us financially, and also in areas of like finding schools that are ready to accept us to transfer. And some of the reasons why I haven't been able to get school is because currently in Hungary medical school is 18,000 euros, and coming from Ukraine, whereby medical school was like approximately $5,000, the difference is quite clear. And financially, I wouldn't say I'm able to meet up to that amount to pay for medical school in Hungary. So this is one of the challenge that I'm facing here in Hungary. Life here in Hungary is not as cheap as it was in Ukraine, so I'm just trying my best to survive. And right now, schools have schools in Ukraine, universities in Ukraine have decided to resume classes offline. I wouldn't lie to you. Online. I mean, online is not the best way to learn, because it's not. Medical school is all about practice, all about practical classes, and practical classes cannot be done online. And the teachers are currently in Ukraine. Is it when there are air missiles and bombs flying all around Ukraine that they want to be teaching class? Imagine at some point a teacher had to say that, guys, I have to go to the bunker now and wait for me till I return. And if I don't return anytime till the class is over, you can disconnect from the class. This is not the kind of educational system that we are looking for right now. And we believe and hope that things will change for the better.
So struggles, I guess the main struggle of everyone at this stage would be money. Money to set up, money to get by, money to even buy data, in case of online school and stuff like that. Everyone in different positions, we've been displaced basically from our lives as we used to know. We need help from different organizations and different angles. So far, we had this scene from MTN, this $100 package for those that came home. But for those that are staying back, I don't think they really have much to go on by. And I believe that help could be, one way or another, they could receive something. A little help will go a long way for everybody. So I believe organizations and NGOs and whoever is out there could go a little bit further and really try to know everyone and help out everyone. Specifically, I don't know anyone with any emotional, probably they might have, but no distress so far, at least the people that we were together in Sumi. And I'm just grateful for that. I think they would see psychologists if they need. There is maybe counseling and therapy from the NIDCOM for everyone that needs it. And finally, to those that are in Kherson, I really just hope that something is done. My appeal to organizations and anyone and everyone out there is to tell the Russian government to stop besieging these cities, to make humanitarian corridors work for these guys. I have friends there that they are getting sick, their health is failing them, and this is 3 weeks into this situation. As much as we are trying to pray for them, I believe we can still push more and push harder for their release.
Esther and some others like her that fled to neighboring countries are stranded financially and struggling with trying to keep up with school or returning back to school, but not being able to do so for financial issues. And they appeal for support.
My name is Adenita Esther Oluwafelishayo. I am a student of Sumi State University, Ukraine. I am in my 3rd year. I am a medical student. Due to the war that is going on in Ukraine, I had to stop schooling and we have to leave the country to safer places. And this has affected me academically, financially, physically, psychologically, and I don't know what to do because I need to continue my education. I need to further my education, and I have great hopes for future, and I don't want it to end now due to financial issues or due to the war, because I don't know where to continue my study. And this war, this issue has affected me. My hope for the future is to become a good doctor who cares, who take care of patients and kind to people able to treat patients well, that bright and smart doctor that will contribute positively to the societal health. And I hope this ambition won't stop because of financial problems. So I'm pleading, I'm seeking for good Samaritans, for people to help me out, for the scholarship boards to help me out with my study, to continue my education abroad, because I don't want to stop schooling. I don't want anything to affect my schooling, and I want to become that kind and caring medical doctor I've been hoping for. And I'm just pleading everybody to assist me, to help me financially. The scholarship boards, the government, medical councils, the good Samaritans all over the world, please come to my aid. Help Esther, help me to continue my study here abroad. Thank you very much, and God bless you as you helped. I'm grateful.
We say kudos to the federal government of Nigeria for their effort through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Humanitarian, NEMA, and in particular the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission. But a lot still needs to be done, and we plead with non-government organizations, corporate organizations, and philanthropists to please assist the students with scholarship to complete their education and other needs. You can reach out to the students through the federal government parastatals like Nigerians in Diaspora Commission or through the Students Association leaders. Thank you for not turning deaf ear to their cry for help.
To call on the government or medical councils, to call on good Samaritans to help us so that we can continue our studies here in Europe, and scholarship should be offered to us. Please kindly help us. Thank you so much.
Be your brother's keeper. Send in your comments and your advice. Let us change our world one person at a time. Thank you for being part of this edition. Please click on the like and subscribe button and share. Who cares? We care.